Hey everyone, I'm Marion.
I'm Hannah.
It's my business partner Hannah, and together we're the duo behind Hannah Mari Creates. So we design custom outfits that celebrate women through color, culture, and confidence. We're so excited to be joining our live today with Duane from Gregory Duane Clothing. He also creates some of the sharpest custom suits for men. We wanted to have the conversation because whether it's a suit or a dress, custom clothing is all about helping people feel their best selves, right? So today we're talking about what goes into creating those pieces, how we got started, and maybe sharing a few behind the scenes stories along the way.
Yes, so we love the collaboration between men and women's fashion. It's such a cool way to show that confidence and craftsmanship really have no gender.
Yeah, awesome. So let me invite him on the live. Gonna wait for him to join us. Hello. Thank you for joining our live. We're just waiting for Gregory Duane Clothing to join us.
Yes. He should be with us shortly.
Yeah. So how was your weekend? Anything funny? Anything fun happened this weekend?
What's today anyway?
Today's Sunday.
I just
November 9th.
I lose track sometimes.
Yes.
Especially in this weather. Oh, it snowed outside?
Oh yes, it snowed outside. Oh my goodness. We are in the Midwest, so it's what happens. It's unpredictable. All right, so
he's here.
One moment. Accept. Okay.
Okay, he should be joining us any moment.
It says unable to join. Let me try one more time. Technical difficulties. Sorry. All right. Duane, okay, gotcha. All right. Hello.
Hey.
How are
you guys? Good. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Good.
We were just talking about how it's snowing already.
Oh, wow. Where you at? It's snowing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Yeah, we actually had decent weather today. It's about the 60s. It started raining later on this afternoon, but
okay.
Y'all got snow already. Wow.
Just a little bit.
I mean, it's more than I wanted. I didn't want that.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Okay, so we wanted to kind of get to know your brand and talk more about the power of custom designs. And if we could just get right into the questions, if that's okay. But you can introduce yourself, tell us, your name and your business name.
Yeah, so my name is Duane Glover. My business name is Gregory Duane Clothing. My business name is actually named after my dad. My dad is Gregory Duane. I'm named after him. I took his middle name. So, the inspiration behind the whole brand is Gregory Duane, which is my dad. So, yeah.
That's nice.
Wow. So how did you get into designing custom suits?
Yeah, 2015, I started my clothing brand, but I did T-shirts and hats. So, I always wanted to get into suits and everything, but T-shirts and hats was where I felt I had to start because I didn't really know how to get into suits and dresses and all of that. So eventually I started selling ties, and I started modeling those ties. And I also started modeling other brands' clothing. And one of the brands' clothing that I started modeling was Harrison Blake.
Okay.
And so, Harrison Blake Apparel. Yeah, so they started liking my posts and started reposting me, and eventually we followed each other. And I came to find out that he knew somebody that I personally knew. Mm-hmm. And so in following him, he put up a post about a custom clothier academy. And so that's when I actually joined the academy, and I learned the ins and outs of how to create custom clothing and what it meant to be a clothier, which was really cool. And you know, he took me under his wing as a mentor, and that's how I ended up getting into suits and making handmade shoes, and now making dresses and stuff like that.
Awesome, awesome. That's amazing. So it's kind of, it seems like it's similar to our story in a way, but we
Yeah.
can get into that later. So we were talking about like, so what inspired your style or process? I know you went to school for it. So what made you go into the style that you currently have now?
Yeah, you know, my dad being the inspiration, he's the one that taught me everything about my style. You know, he taught me how to tie a tie. He taught me how to hem my pants. He taught me how to shine my shoes. He taught me the difference between a double-breasted suit and a single-breasted suit. So everything I learned about style was really from my dad. And as I grew up, you know, I developed my own style, but I took his professional style and merged it into, you know, more modern style that I wear. So yeah, he's pretty much my inspiration behind a lot of what I do. Yeah,
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, like a head start in that.
yeah, yeah. You know, and as a kid, you know, as an infant, I always watched him and how he got dressed, and I would even go with him shopping. You know, we would go to Yonkers to Today's Man, and
Yeah.
you know, he'd you know, be there all day looking at suits and showing me the difference of how your suit's supposed to fit. And so yeah, I owe a lot to what he taught me.
That's amazing. So, what's one lesson you've learned from working with different clients? I know since you went to school for that, and then you started getting clients. So, like, one lesson you learned from working with clients, different clients?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, um, you got to listen to your clients. You
Mm.
know, they're not all the same. You know, they're all different. They have different personalities. They're getting a suit or a clothing for different occasions, and so they're not going to be. Every client's not going to be the same exact way.
Right.
And so once you communicate with them and you understand the occasion that they're you know, looking to get an outfit for, you know, you can help them. You know, you can guide them throughout the way. So, yeah, that's pretty much, you know, one of the lessons is to really listen to them, understand what the client's trying to do, and see how you could help them.
Perfect. Yeah, that's definitely what you. One important thing is to listen to the clients because that's what makes them feel comfortable. That's what keeps them coming back.
Coming back. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And the clothing you make for them becomes more meaningful. You know what I mean? So now they get excited about what they're making because they understand, you know, their vision. You know, so.
Wow. Yeah. So, what's the biggest misconception people have about getting a suit made?
There's a couple. One of them is that a custom suit is only for a special occasion, or that it's only for people who have a lot of money, and that's not really the case. You know, you know, custom suits are actually more available and accessible than people really think. And it's funny because you can go to a store and your off the rack suit can be almost the same amount as a custom suit, you know. And so the difference between the off the rack or the store bought suit and the custom suit is that you get to design it and customize it however you want. And so you can actually, you don't need a lot of money, you know, or to be rich in order to get a custom suit. And for people who wear a suit every day, you know, having a custom suit is actually beneficial, you know, and it'll last you a long time, you know. So you'll be able to wear that suit and enjoy it for many years more than you could off the rack suit.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember one time I wore a dress and a sister asked me where I got it from. I said, "Oh, I had it designed." And she goes, "Oh." And I was like, and I didn't even,
Exactly.
it was like, it
Exactly.
didn't dawn on me that it's not a concept everybody thinks
Yeah.
because I grew up with someone having made those African dresses, so it, you know, it's something I was used to.
Normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. You know, you don't really got to be rich to get it. You
No.
know, it's a nice you know, accessory to have something custom made.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what are a few things men should know before ordering their first custom suit?
Um. So let us know, what how you want the suit to fit. You know what I mean? That's one of the biggest things that you should know. You know, how do you want the suit to fit? And if you have a color in mind, that's
Mhm.
also helpful. And the reason why I say that is because I have thousands of different colors and patterns and fabric to choose from. So if you have an idea, that is extremely helpful because I can say, okay, let me go to this book. I know I got, navy blue or, sage green or pinstripes are here, and I can walk you to that section and like, help you out there. Um, yeah, so that's helpful. If you know how you want it to fit and the color, then it's a little bit more helpful. Otherwise, I'll just walk you through it, and we'll find something eventually. But those are very helpful. And then also to be able to trust the process, because you're gonna have to have patience when it comes to custom suits. There's so many different things you can do, and I'm gonna ask you questions about, and it may seem like it's a little time consuming. So yeah, you're gonna have to have patience, and it's gonna take about 4 to 6 weeks for you to receive this suit. So you're gonna have to have patience on that aspect too. So yeah, being able to know how you want it to fit, uh, color is beneficial, and then just being able to trust the process.
Yeah, no rush orders.
Yeah, no, it takes time, and you're gonna enjoy it once you get it. So
Yeah, and then when you let them know in advance how your business runs, then they'll act accordingly, or they'll move accordingly, so they know they don't put too much. They'll adapt. They won't put too much pressure on you.
right.
We're done. So what makes a suit truly custom, like more than just measurements?
Yeah, measurements is a part of it, but like I said, you can choose the fabric. So you have thousands of fabric to choose from. That's a big part of it. You also get to choose the buttons. You get to choose the style, whether you want a single breasted or double breasted. The lapels, the lining on the inside. You can choose the font, inside that your name is written. It's just so many different options that make it custom. So yeah, it's really customized to you, and it's totally different from how most people go to the stores and get a suit, because you can't choose those options. That's pretty much made already, and you're just buying what somebody else made. But when you get something that's truly custom, you decide every little option about it. So that's the cool part of getting custom suits.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
that's cool.
That's awesome. So how do you, well, I guess you talked about it.
But what about when the client is like indecisive though? You said there's thousands. I can just imagine myself sitting there and I said I want green, but now there's, hundreds of different types of green. How do you help, you know,
Yeah.
our
I mean, yeah, it gets overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming if you allow it. I try not to allow the client to get overwhelmed. So that's why I say it's always best if you have an idea of what you're looking for, I can help you out through there. But if they can't decide and they start to get a little bit indecisive, then we'll start to break down, all right, well, what do you have in your wardrobe already?
Mhm.
Maybe here's something you could add to your wardrobe. Since you have this already, here's something else you can add to your wardrobe that you don't have, that'll enhance your wardrobe, so now you can continue to add to your collection. If it's your first time getting a suit, then maybe I could guide you in a way of getting a suit that could work for every occasion. Maybe a navy blue suit, maybe a dark brown suit that you could wear on several different occasions that'll help
Yeah,
okay.
that works out much better.
you.
So,
Yeah.
so now let's get into kind of fun, like a fun thing too. So have you ever had a client's outfit tell a story without them saying a word?
That's hilarious. I mean, your clothes speak, right? When you wear clothes, it speaks for you. I'm sure you've walked in somewhere and somebody said, "Oh wow, I wonder where they got that from, or how much that costs, or where, what do they do for a living?" You know what I mean? That happens, and so that's that conversation that's happening with your clothes. When you walk in, before you even say anything, they're already thinking that, and they're putting that story together. So yeah, your clothes speak, and I know my clients, when they get their suit, their clothes speaks for them too. People start to wonder where they got that suit from. How much did that cost? What do they do for a living? How can I get that? Yeah, clothes definitely speaks for you.
Well, speaking of price, someone's
Yes.
asking you what the starting price for custom suits are. Uh, What's the starting price?
I'm sure there's a base and then you go from there.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I had on my website you can find some that are around 1100, but we can work with people for around 669, I think it was, or 699, I think it was. We could work with you, but that's going to the lower end. Of course, the higher you go, the better the fabric is, the better the construction is, and the better the options that you get. But yeah, around 699, I want to say is where
Yeah.
you can start off getting the suit.
Everything. You get the whole one-on-one attention, just the
Yeah.
detail, everything.
Yep. Absolutely.
So what's your favorite color or detail to add that people might overlook in a custom outfit?
Um. Yeah. Yeah. Favorite color. I don't really have a favorite color. My colors and the color that my clients are gonna choose is gonna be different. You know what I mean? I'll say a detail is the construction of the suit. So the way the suit is constructed is something that is overlooked. So you can choose between having a fused suit, which is the way that the suit is constructed. And that's generally how most of your store-bought suits are made, which means that they glue the inner portions of the suit together, and it's called fused. And so you can choose to have it fused. And if you have it fused, what happens or could happen is over time, that glue, or if you get it wet, can break apart and cause bubbling to happen on your suit, right? So you can choose to have it fused, which can be what is a cheaper option. And you can also choose to have a canvas or half canvas or full canvas. That construction costs a little bit more because that's a little bit more labor intensive, right? But the benefit of having that option is that the suit is breathable. It lays differently on your body, so it drapes differently, and it lasts longer. There's those options that people overlook, sometimes because it's a more expensive option, but it's a more beneficial option. And so those details, I think, are overlooked a little bit more when you think about getting a custom suit.
Just to piggyback off of that, so have you had to convince a client of doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you come to my shows, you actually get to see the inside of a suit. And so I have a suit that I had for almost 20 years.
Oh,
And what
wow.
I did is I cut it apart, the inside, so that, or the outer fabric, so that you can see the inside of what a suit actually looks like on the inside. And the inside is actually half canvas. And so they're able to see what the difference is between getting a fused suit and a half canvas suit. And you also get to see how long this suit actually held up pretty well. And it's a nice way of showing people what the inside of a suit looks like, since they never get to see that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you could dress one celebrity or public figure, who would it be and why?
That's a good question.
Oh, before you.
Angel Reese.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Angel Reese.
Oh,
Oh.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah. Oh, so it all started from when she was in college, right before she was going to enter the WNBA draft. I started, thinking of different athletes that I would love to design for, and that was one of the names that popped up. She was a very popular athlete coming out of college, and she had a specific style about her. And so I designed a template of a suit that I thought would look cool on her. I discussed it with my wife, and I showed her, and I actually also reached out to see if maybe that would be possible. I never heard anything back, but that's, you just try to put things out there to see if it'll work, and who knows, maybe one day it will happen. But
Yeah.
yeah, I would love to do a suit for anybody entering the WNBA, NBA, NFL draft. So there's not really specific names, but Ryan Hollins is another one too, because he's tall. He's about 7 feet, but he's a broadcaster for the Rockets.
Right.
So that's a nice challenge for me too. I love to be able to help out people who are taller, who are shorter. Yeah, there's plenty, but doing that draft would be awesome.
Wow.
He's like 7 foot tall, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
So someone's asked, the sweet diva Yoli is asking, what is your preference as far as double breast or single, three-piece, or jacket and pants?
So again, my preference is going to be different than my clients. They all serve a different purpose. They all have a different style to it. Double-breasted, I like double-breasted suits. Now
Mm-hmm.
that may be a little bit too classic for some people,
Hmm.
but you know, double-breasted suits are making their way back. It seems.
Really?
So yeah, yeah, a lot of people are wearing double-breasted suits. A lot of celebrities, you'll see them in double-breasted suits. I want to say about 85% of my suits are double-breasted. You know,
Wow.
yeah, but I like it. You know, I could sit down in a double-breasted suit and I don't have to unbutton my suit. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's comfortable. You know,
Yeah.
and it just gives a more modern, classic look to the old-fashioned double-breasted suits your parents, you know, my parents used to wear. You know,
Somebody
but
said clock it.
Very
Oh,
nice. That's cool. That's cool.
yeah. So, I always thought like the double-breasted suits did give an older vibe, but when you do the double-breasted suits, do you kind of make it like a fusion of modern as well, so it doesn't look so.
Yeah, 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 you definitely can. I like my double-breasted suit with a peak lapel, you know, and a wider lapels than the normal lapel. So it kind of gives it a modern taste to what the older school double-breasted suit jacket used to look like. So yeah,
Okay.
and especially if you get it you know, custom made and tailored to you, the way that it forms around you. I mean, it looks a lot more modern but yet classy.
Got it. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what one outfit mistake you wish men would stop making,
For women.
or women, I guess? Yeah.
Yeah. So for the men, you know, I don't like the matchy look. You know what
Uh,
I mean? And when I say by matchy look, it's when your suit jacket or your suit, your shirt and your tie all are the same exact color.
oh yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It looks horrible to me.
We
I'm
won't
sorry.
give any names.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the same pattern, the same color, the same fabric. Like I don't like it. I feel like there's so much colors that you can experiment with. And there's a such thing as color theory too, where you can match two colors together because they just go together nicely. And if you don't take advantage of that, it just looks boring to me. And I feel like you know you didn't really put any effort into that outfit. So yeah, if for women too, if you experiment with colors and you have nice colors that go together, I mean, it looks great. You know, if you're just sticking with colors that match, you know, even the monochromatic look, you can do so much with the monochromatic look. You know, I wore a green suit a couple weeks ago. It was forest green, but I had a sage green shirt and I had a green tie, but it had different patterns. And then I had a pocket square. It didn't match the tie, you know, everything went. And that was still my take on a monochromatic look. I feel like, you know, that is the proper way to do it as opposed to just having everything one single color, you know. So yeah, that's my take that, you know, if they could stop doing that, I think it'll look better. And yeah,
I guess like different textures or kind of
Shades.
shades,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
the same family of colors.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's so much you could do. You know, you got to mix match the patterns, like you said, the shades, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds good.
yeah. So you mentioned something about a showroom or something like that you do. How often do you do those?
Yeah, so I was doing trunk shows, what we would call it. I was trying to do it every other month. Um, you know, certain things happened throughout the year where I wasn't able to do it as much. I'm still doing events. In fact, I'm doing an event this month. I believe it's the 19th. So, you know, I'm gonna still try to do events where I can, and of course on social media, I'll post when I'm doing different events. This way, everybody gets an opportunity to, you know, to come out and check me out, and you'll also get to see on social media, you know, when I do those events as well. So, but yeah, I don't have an office as of right now. So those events actually is where you'll really get to see everything that I offer.
Okay, that's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
No, well, hey, I appreciate you, having allow me to have this platform to talk about it. But you guys are doing some amazing stuff too. You know what I mean? I wanted to talk to you guys and let you guys know, that you guys are doing amazing things and actually ask you some questions as well. So, what do you
Okay.
think about that?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you so
All
much.
right. All right. So my first question is, what motivated you both to start your clothing design boutique?
So like you, we started off with one thing, right? We started sell well one type of thing. We started selling accessories. We started off with a bracelet, like a bangle, on Etsy.
Mhm.
Sent it up to our friends, letting them know that we're starting our own business. And what motivated us because we love helping women, right? We love helping women add a little pop of color to their outfits. It's only so much gold and silver you can wear, so as long as you can wear something with pop of color, it kind of brightens up your outfit. So
Right.
but then we started getting a lot of requests for clothing. So we started off with skirts, and then later on we added dresses. So what motivated us was seeing how hard it was for women to find clothes that were both stylish and modest. Pieces that made them feel confident and comfortable. And we wanted to create that platform where they could combine their love for colors and express themselves freely and elevate their personal style. So
Awesome. 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 So, did y'all always want to start a business together? Like when y'all were growing up, is that something y'all spoke about, or did this just happen because y'all fell in love with this whole, starting with those accessories like the bangles and stuff?
I always say, side note, we were hustlers in high school, so
I didn't want to say it.
I didn't want to say that, but no, but for real, like we had a business mind, and yeah, we talked about it in school. We were part of like a business club back then, so we're about 2 years apart. So by the time I joined high school, she was already in the business club. So, but we didn't know what type of business we wanted to run. We just knew that we wanted to create something that was of our own and fun. And so we started with handmade accessories and scarves. And then once social media kind of took off, it helped our brand and our niche. It helped us to figure out exactly what type of pieces we wanted to make. And we just always get feedback from our customers. And when they talk, we listen. So that's when Hannah Murray Creates was born.
Awesome. Awesome. I love the name too. Y'all added both of your names together for that one. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I know you have to choose fabric in order to create what you're creating. But there's two people that are working together. So how do you guys choose what fabrics you're gonna choose?
So really, the client chooses what the fabric.
Ah,
So everything we do is custom. So we let them choose the fabric that they're drawn to, and like you said, where you at least if they have a color in mind, it helps because like us, we have a lot of options for
yeah.
them to choose from, and so we usually kind of try to narrow it down where we ask them what kind of like what color they want the fabric to have more of because African fabric is a lot of designs,
A
right?
blend.
It's a blend of designs, and so when we know the main color you want, that'll help us kind of go through and send them show them exactly what's in their preferences, and it kind of makes it easier for them too, especially if they're indecisive, or if
Yeah.
it's for a special occasion and they all have to wear. For example, there was a mother of the bride. Her daughter
Oh
wanted
yeah.
a really specific color
Yes.
of fabric, and so we really had to shop around for
That's specific.
that particular color, and so we have different vendors that would offer um, the fabric, and then we kind of go from there.
Okay. So they tell you the color, you go look for it, and then you bring it back to them and show them exactly what it is.
Well, we yeah, okay, so we do design consultations, online design.
Got you.
So we have a catalog of fabrics that we kind of go through, and we have them pick out maybe 10 of their favorite designs,
Got you.
so that because these fabrics go by quick, it's
Mhm.
not have a lot of inventory for all of these with the same fabric. So we tell them just pick the best 10 that you like, and then and if one is not available, so
Yeah.
that's how we do it.
Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
like in the case that she was talking about the mother of the bride, in that case, we didn't have to show her our inventory. We just went to our vendors to look for that specific fabric. So sometimes they come to us with, oh, I need something for this event. It needs to look like this. And then we have to just match their fabric. Other times they just look at our inventory.
Nice, nice. So are both of you seamstress? Is that do y'all create these dresses for these women?
Well, we we realize that our time is best spent managing the business
Mm,
because of time and everything. So we have a team of seamstresses that execute all the designs that we send them.
nice, nice. No, y'all are real bosses. Yeah, yeah. I like that. That's cool. So, but do y'all do know how to sew or anything like that? Y'all did you?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to mention our team is in Ghana. So there's our team. So we have family and another team that we that that we work with that makes the clothes. And
Nice.
yeah, so we wanted it to be, family oriented and also supporting women in Ghana make a living. So
Yeah, yeah. So they're definitely getting, true Ghanaian clothing. Like it's coming straight from there.
oh
Egg.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we when we were doing skirts, I was making the skirts at first.
So we
Okay.
did. Somebody
Yeah.
asked, "Did
Yeah.
you start sewing first?" Then because
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and that's when we knew it was too much.
Yes. Yeah, if we wanted it to be sustainable, we couldn't do everything. So we had
Yeah.
to pick what was going to be handed off. And so that was the main thing since it's a lot more time consuming. So
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Somebody asked, "How can I follow you, ladies?" It's Hannah Marie Creates on Instagram, right?
hey, my sister's gonna put it in the chat for you
There
to
you go.
look at.
Awesome, awesome. So also, what about the style of the garments? So I noticed you had different styles of dresses that the women wear. Do they choose the style? Do you, show them maybe a book of all the different styles you can do? How does that work?
Yes. So similar to the fabric on the design consultation, we show them a catalog of dresses and they pick the style and do some tweaking, or they'll ask us for our opinion on certain things that they can do. If they want to combine a style, if they want to take out one aspect of the style, and then we kind of draw it out, and then they then we'll come to an agreement because the goal is for them to know exactly what they want at the end of the
Yeah,
consultations. They know the fabric and they know the style. Yeah,
awesome,
yeah.
awesome, awesome. So what's next for Hannah Marie Creates? I mean, y'all already said y'all started off doing the bangles, the jewelry and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
But are you gonna add on to the name? Is it gonna be jewelry again? Are you gonna do dresses also? Maybe you're gonna add handbags. Are you gonna open up a store in the States, anything like that?
Well, we don't have plans for a brick and mortar right now. But we're bringing Hannah Margaret's to more people, similar to what you do with the pop up or the trunk shows, but
Hmm.
more for us, it'll be a pop up kind of thing. You know, um, we are looking into ready-made Ankara suits. That's the African print for women, because we're seeing that a lot more are requesting that with the new arrangement happening. So that's a thing that we're kind of going into. We already do it custom made, but we're going to do it ready made so that people can just pick and choose out of the fabric that we have available. If they're not necessarily wanting to sit down and have a consultation, they want it to just buy it and go. So yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to come. There's a
Hmm.
lot, still
Yeah.
it's still we're still in talks. So once it's more concrete, that's when we're kind of we'll do it
Yeah,
like
I understand. Keep it
yeah.
keep it, close to you for now. You know what I mean?
Because you have to kind of you don't want to announce it and then it doesn't work out. You know what I
Very
mean?
true.
Kind of want
Very
to
true.
work out the logistics and see, okay, with the rising cost of supplies and a lot of things going on, you have to make sure it's financially beneficial for us and it's a good investment for the client. So yeah.
Yeah, very true. I understand that completely. I do the same thing, you
Yeah.
know. So I
Yeah.
get it. I get it. But I
Yeah.
also see that you make a lot of dresses, or you make dresses for women,
Hmm.
right? Those Ankara dresses that you was talking about. What about the fellas? Do you think you're gonna do suits maybe, or clothing for men also?
Well, we already do like a couples thing where the husband has a tie and pocket square
Mhm.
and things like that. But and bow ties for the boys. But we're going. Okay, you want to go?
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, yeah, we definitely have started working with some vendors with kaftans, and we've already done like little boys, we've done men, and we're just trying to see like how that's going to work out with our client base. How do people really, are they interested in that? Do they want a different style? But definitely kaftans
Yeah.
have been shown to be the one that we're testing out that's working out really well.
Mhm.
And as time goes on, we'll see about suits. But I see that there's a lot I don't know.
Well, if I know about suits, you know about Ankara, you know what I mean, and maybe we could do a partnership. You know,
Oh,
you
that
could,
was
we could
good.
talk about that. We could
Okay.
talk about that. We'll see if we could do something together, and I'll introduce, you know what I mean, a new Ankara style suit. You know what I mean? You never know.
Okay. Yeah, let's
That'd be
talk.
cool.
Yeah, we'll definitely be in talks with that. That's awesome. But
Yeah.
yeah, thank you guys for putting us on what you do, because
Yeah.
you guys are doing some amazing things. I didn't know that you had all of that going on too, so that's really cool to know. You
Thank
know.
you.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. And you too.
Yeah.
I do want to go to one of your shows to
Yeah.
see like the inside of a suit. Because now I'm like, oh, what does that look like?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll definitely post it. I'll let you guys know. Keep you guys posted on everything that's going on for sure.
That's
So
good.
well, you asked us what's new coming on. Like, do you have anything that you want to share that's coming new to Gregory Duane clothing?
Yeah, I'm working on a lot of different things. Again, some of them I'm trying to keep close to me now, but I will tell you, we are doing wedding dresses, so
Oh,
that's
nice.
something that is new to us. That should be on the website shortly. Um, but yeah, we're gonna be working on wedding dresses. We have a manufacturer that helps with that, so you'll have your own custom-made wedding dresses at a reasonable price too, if you ask me, compared to the market.
I know.
And yeah, reasonable price. And
So
there's a lot of options. I have quite a few options as well. So it's not just one, it's many, So
That's great.
so does that include like bridesmaids dresses too, or just?
yeah, so we actually make dresses already. All right. So Anissa has a few. There's some in our gallery that you
Oh,
can see on our website. But yeah, we can start making dresses. We can make gowns as well for bridesmaids. Even if you just want to dress for a regular occasion for work or what have you, we can do that for you. Wedding dresses is just something that's a different lane. So
that big, big
yeah.
spot.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into that, so I'm looking forward to doing that though. So I should have my samples in coming soon,
Oh,
and yeah, we got a couple things going on this month as well. So hopefully, you guys get excited about what we got going on. I'm gonna keep it a little hush for now, but yeah.
yes, definitely. Blast us, tag us, let us know that you got it
Yes.
when you launch.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Asking if you do the sewing. I know you talked about the wedding dresses, but the suits. She's asking.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't do any of the sewing. I know how to hem pants, but I can't put a suit together. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I have manufacturers, so I can help with the design. I can tell you what looks good. I do the measurements, but that goes out to a manufacturer that actually does that for me, and they send it back to me. I have a good relationship with them, so yeah.
So you talking about us being bosses, but you a boss. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Manufacturer.
Sure.
Oh, shoes too. That's another thing too.
Oh,
I forgot to mention it.
mention
Wait,
that.
custom shoes?
Yeah, we
Oh,
do we do handmade shoes for men,
yeah.
and we also have handmade shoes now for women.
Um,
And I'm trying to get into heels as well. So that's what's coming soon. Also, that's something that I could tell you about that should be coming soon.
That
Is
is
that
nice.
I guess you can do any size then, right?
Yeah. That's a good thing about it too. I can measure. I could take measurements and get it done for you. Yeah, absolutely.
Man, that you just sold me because I have such a hard time with shoes. So yeah, it's nice that you're offering that to people like me too who have issues with getting the right fit, and maybe you find the right shoe, but then it's not so comfortable. So
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and you get to some of them you get to design your own. So that's where we can we're trying to get into that.
that's
Yeah.
Awesome.
oh, I wish you all the best with
Thank you.
everything you have
I
going
appreciate
on.
it.
It's really
I
exciting.
appreciate it. Likewise, you too. I've been watching y'all for a while, so I wish y'all the best as well.
Thank
But we're gonna be talking.
you.
It's not the last time you're gonna hear from me. We're
Okay.
gonna get together. We're gonna do something big.
That would be awesome. Thank you. So tell Anissa we said hello. I think she's on the live too. Hi, Anissa.
Hi,
Yeah. I definitely will. I definitely will though.
All
But
right.
y'all take care. Good
Oh,
seeing you.
real quick, just tell
Yeah.
people to find you.
Oh
Tell them
yeah.
the website and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. www.gregoryduane.com is the website, and of course you can follow me on Instagram. I have two accounts, but I'm on my business account now. So Gregory Duane Clothing is the business account where you can see all the things we're doing, keep up with us. My personal account, Grown Man 1982, is just my personal account, but you can follow both if you like. I usually post a lot of stuff on there too. So.
Okay. Yeah, and also for those that are on the live, uh, there's an arrow at the top bar of the page. You click on it, and then our names will come up. And if you're not following us, it'll say follow, and you just click on those two, and then you got us. All right. All right.
All right.
All right. So
This was
we'll
so
be in
fun.
touch. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Take care.